Hello, my name is Dean Cutler with Construction Ready. Today I'm going to demonstrate how to wire a three-way circuit. The tools we'll be using today: lineman pliers are used to cut wires. The needle nose pliers are used to bend terminal loops. Wire strippers are used to strip the outside coating of the wire. Diagonal pliers are used to cut in hard to reach places. Cable rippers that are used to rip the outside coating off of the cable. We have a slotted screwdriver. We have a Phillips screwdriver. Of course, we can't forget our safety glasses and our cut-proof gloves. We're going to test the circuit with a power adapter. A link to the power adapter can be found below. Wago connectors to connect the power adapter to the circuit, and a Milwaukee battery. To complete this project, you will need a piece of plywood, approximately 16 by 12 inches. You'll need one octagon box, two handy boxes. You'll need a 12-volt light bulb, a keyless, assorted wire nuts, two three-way switches. You'll need Romex box connectors. You'll need 14 2 cable and 14 3 cable. Now that we have our boxes affixed to our plywood, we'll begin running our cable. We'll start with our 14 2 cable, which will represent our power source coming in. Remember, we need at least 6 inches of cable in each box. Tightening these down using a Phillips screwdriver. Next, we'll run our piece of 14 3 cable. Next, we'll run another piece of 14 2 up to the octagon box. Next, we'll use our cable ripper to remove the insulation from the outside of the cable. We'll now use our diagonal pliers to cut the excess insulation from the cables. Using the wire strippers, we'll now strip the ends of the wires. Being that this is 14 gauge wire, we'll use the size 14 hole, which is the third hole from the bottom. Next, using an extra piece of bare copper wire, we'll combine the two bare wires, making what's called a pigtail. By twisting the three together, trimming the end, installing a green wire nut. We'll tuck that neatly in the bottom of the box. We'll do the same with this box. Cap it off with a green wire nut. Tuck it neatly in the bottom of the box. This first piece of 14 2 represents our source coming in, meaning that the black wire is carrying power, the white wires are neutral, and our bare wires are ground. In this situation, we will connect our two white wires together, our two neutral wires, like so. Trim the end off, connect with a red wire nut. We'll also do that in this box. We'll now tuck this white wires, neutral wires, in the bottom of the box as well. We'll now put terminal loops on each one of our wires. When looking at the three-way switch, you'll notice you have a green screw, which is for your bare wire. You have a gold screw, another gold screw, and a black screw. The black screw is referred to as the common terminal. The gold screws are the travelers. When working with a three-way circuit, the first black screw, which is the common terminal, is referred to as power in. So the power comes into this first switch on the black screw, and the power leaves out on the second switch on the black screw, which connects to the light. We'll first hook up our ground screw, connect one of our travelers to one of the gold screws. Now we'll connect our power wire. Remember, our power wire comes from our source. It goes to the black screw, which is known as the common terminal. And our last traveler goes to our last gold screw. Our next three-way, again, we'll hook up our ground wire first. Next we'll put one of our travelers. Remember, the travelers are the two wires that come through the three-wire cable, and they connect from one three-way to the other. Now, this is our common terminal, so if this was power in, that means this is power out going to the light fixture. So this black wire goes here onto the common terminal. And our last traveler goes to the last gold screw. Now we'll hook up our keyless. Our keyless has two silver screws. The neutral or white wire goes to the silver screws. We have two gold screws, that's for our power or black wire. Because there's nowhere to hook the ground on this fixture because it is plastic, we will hook the ground screw to the bottom of the box using a Phillips screwdriver. The black, which is the power, goes to the gold. We are now ready to test our circuit using a power adapter with a Milwaukee battery and Wago terminal connectors. Notice the black wire hooks to the black, the red on the power adapter hooks to the white, which is the neutral. We can now test. We have a 12-volt light bulb in this circuit. We can flip this three-way on. We can flip it off here. We can flip it back on here. We can flip it off here. This confirms that the circuit works as it should.